What's happening, battlers? trademarked here, and welcome to episode 1 of Safari Scrims. Basically, we're going to be going over my prep for the Safari Cup, how I built my current Safari team, and then we're going to follow it up with some practice battles. Starting out with the team building, I actually asked so many times in the Go Stadium Discord for every practice team that I made. What were my weaknesses, what were my strengths, what else could I work on, stuff like that. And people from the Go Stadium Discord were so helpful in helping me make my team. So if you guys haven't joined up with the Go Stadium Discord, the link is in the description below. And just go ahead and join up if you haven't already. It's a great place, so many great people that you'll meet there, and you'll make a ton of new battle friends. So like I said, link in the description. Go ahead and join up if you haven't already. Building my Safari Cup team was pretty difficult. I honestly had to keep looking back at the rules. You know, there are limited Pokemon, which are basically the top picks for Great League, and then also there are the 2 type restrictions, so you can only have 2 water types, 2 grass types, etc. And I actually started building out my team around 2 restricted Pokemon. So I started out with Altaria and Probopass. First off, Altaria is a very solid pick for this cup because of its resistance. Since the Dragon type, it resists a lot of the meta, and it'll resist things like Swampert and Lantern, which are going to be very prominent. Swampert is a restricted pick, but with Hydro Cannon it does a lot of damage. But because Altaria is Dragon type, it resists that water, so it won't be doing very effective damage to Altaria, as opposed to Skarmory, another restricted pick and a very decent flyer, but it'll take more damage from the Hydro Cannon. And also, against Lantern, it'll resist that Water Gun and also take neutral damage from Thunderbolt. So, like I said, Altaria is a very solid flyer in this cup. And then I chose Probopass because it's so versatile, and it's like Bastiodon in its typing with Rock and Steel, but it knows Spark, Rock Slide, and Thunderbolt, which means that it can beat the flying even faster, and then you can farm up for energy on most of the flyers in this cup. And then it can beat Altaria as well with that resistance from Rock and Steel, and then also you can beat it with Rock Slide, so it's just a very solid flying counter in this cup. So after that, I built my team around those 2. I had Poliwrath with Bubble, Ice Punch, and Power Up Punch, and then I had Lantern with Water Gun, Thunderbolt, and Hydro Pump, Togekiss with Charm, Aerial Ace, and Ancient Power, and then I had Legacy Executor with Confusion. So I thought that was a pretty solid team at first, but then I realized that it had pretty strong weakness to the grass types and grass poison types, and then also to ice type users like Ice Shard, Ice Beam, Lapras, and also Whiscash with Blizzard. So this is where it gets kind of confusing, so I'll try to explain it as best as I can, so try to bear with me. So I went back to the Go Stadium Discord and asked again for help, and then they told me to switch out Confusion Executor with Charizard, and then switch out Togekiss for Wigglytuff so I could keep Charizard in that second flyer place. And then I saw that I was still kind of weak to the grass types and Lantern, and I had trouble with Munchlax as well. So I decided to switch out Poliwrath and put in Toxicroak because Toxicroak with Mud Bomb can take out Lantern. It has a better matchup against the poison grass types, and also it takes out Munchlax faster than Poliwrath can because Poliwrath doesn't have a fighting faster that's viable for Great League. So Toxicroak is just a pretty good fit for my team. So right now my team is Tropius with Air Slash, Leaf Blade, Aerial Ace, Charizard with Fire Spin, Blast Burn, and Dragon Claw, Lantern with Water Gun, Thunderbolt, and Hydro Pump, Probopass with Spark, Thunderbolt, and Rock Slide, Toxicroak with Counter, Mud Bomb, and Sludge Bomb, and now Wigglytuff with Charm, Ice Beam, and Play Rough. So I've been practicing with this team for quite a while now, and I do like the teams of synergy that you can make with this team of 6. But in these practice battles coming up, I went up against the Mummy Dust, who was using Toshi9227's team with Bastiodon, Mantine, Tropius, Heracross, Ivysaur, and Munchlax. This team, despite the fact that it has 3 weak to flying and then 2 weak to fighting, it's just hard to counter. And this cup is very, very lead dependent. You'll find out in these practice battles coming up. Coming into match 1 of the first best of 3, I led with Probopass, and then I hoped he would lead with a flying type, but he brought in his Heracross, which I did not expect at all. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out quickly to my Wigglytuff, and then he, like I said, has Bastiodon in his lineup of 3, which is going to be a staple there, because you almost always want a Bastiodon in your lineup of 3. So I'm not going to be able to do much damage here, so I'm just going to go ahead and do as much damage as I can before my Wigglytuff faints. So Gonna go down. How you guys doing today? You guys alright? I'm good. I'm good. I'm tired. I feel like I should get a lot of sleep tonight. Just go to bed early. But yeah, it's whatever. I'm just tired. That's it. But I'll go ahead and bring in Toxicroak to farm down for just some energy. And then I'm gonna go ahead and shield that Flamethrower because Flamethrower does a decent amount of damage to Toxicroak. So I'm gonna go ahead, see what he brings in. He brings in Mantine, which very solid pick for the lineup of 3 because Probopass would have to land on Mantine in order for me to beat it. And Sludge Bomb can do good amount of damage to Mantine, but not enough to take it out. So I switched out to my Probopass, and he brings back in his Heracross. At this point, I'm pretty much just screwed. But I figured I think I should have gone with the Rock Slide because Rock Slide gets off faster and can do neutral damage to Heracross. So I'm gonna go ahead, shield that Earthquake, I believe. Yup. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get off that Rock Slide. Hopefully get off a Rock Slide on Mantine or Thunderbolt if we're hoping for a miracle here, because Thunderbolt would do double super effective damage. So I'm gonna build up that energy. I was only able to make it to the Rock Slide before he took out my Probopass. So gonna throw that Rock Slide. I just wish it did a little bit more damage because I would have been able to just one-shot it, but that's okay. That's okay. I was hoping that if he wouldn't have another Aerial Ace ready, but Wing Attack Aerial Ace just gets off like that. So not much I could have done against that, but that is GG's for match 1 of the best of 3. So I bring Wigglytuff this time, and then he brings in Tropius, and I found out quickly that Tropius had Razor Leaf. So I was pretty much in trouble here. I didn't want to switch out to give him the switch advantage, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do as much damage as I can with Wigglytuff's Charm. Get off an Ice Beam, just do enough damage, and then I'm gonna go ahead and burn that first shield. There we go, and then he takes me down. Now he has a lot of energy stored up because he didn't even use a charge move there. So the thing about this matchup is that Razor Leaf, Leaf Blade, Tropius has a better matchup, I think, against Probopass because Razor Leaf and Leaf Blade do more neutral damage. But I switched out my Probopass to Toxicroak because I don't have a flying counter or a fighting counter anymore in general. So I was just going to do as much damage as I could with Mud Bomb. So I'm going to go ahead, get off a Mud Bomb here. Get off that Excellent. He shields it, and it wouldn't have been very effective, but he just wants to be able to take out my Toxicroak. So he's going to use Mega Horn. I'm gonna go ahead and build some more energy and then get off another Mud Bomb. Let me take a swig of water because my throat is dying. But like I said, he had a ton of energy on that Tropius, so there's not much I could have done against that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off this Rock Slide right here, but watch what happens. There was some kind of weird glitch that happened here where it lagged for quite a bit, and the Rock Slide didn't do any damage to Tropius, so watch what happens right here. Super effective, but it didn't even go through. So I'm like, you know what, it wouldn't even matter anyway because I'm sure what he has in the back would just be able to beat my Probopass in general. So I'm gonna go ahead and build up to one more Rock Slide. Get off an Excellent. Take out that Tropius, and then in the back he had Backseat on it. That means I had no chance. So that was GG's for match 2. And then for match 3, he leads with Munchlax, which is a very good matchup for my Toxicroak, finally. And then he brings in Mantine. Perfect, because I have my Probopass waiting for that Mantine. So this is the best possible situation we could be in right now. So even though I already lost the first 2, we're going to go ahead and take this last one. So I'm going to go ahead, just farm up for energy because Probopass is not going to take any super effective damage or neutral damage from whatever Mantine throws. So I'm going to go ahead and just farm up a lot of energy. He throws an Aerial Ace, I'm going to build up that energy. I just decided to go ahead and throw that Rock Slide just to get that Mantine out of there. His Mantine goes down. So I have a lot of energy stored up for whatever else comes in. So he brings in Ivysaur, which is an okay matchup for Probopass because Rock Slide does neutral damage. And Probopass can definitely beat Ivysaur with just Rock Slide. 2 Rock Slides can take it out. So I'm going to go ahead and get off another Rock Slide. And I haven't used either of my shields yet, so this means I'm still in a very good position. So I'm going to go ahead, burn one of my shields right there. He uses Power Whip. I'm going to go ahead and get off that Rock Slide and burn that last shield. I'm going to switch back in quickly to my Toxicroak so I can take whatever move he's going to throw. It doesn't take very effective damage from Power Whip, but I just wanted to defend my Toxicroak for that Munchlax in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that Mud Bomb, which is going to do neutral damage. Take out that Ivysaur. I'm going to do as much damage as I can to this Munchlax right here. And I still have Wigglytuff in the back, which can still beat Munchlax with Charm. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that Sludge Bomb. Did a ton of damage right there. But he has a Body Slam ready. Now watch how much damage this Body Slam does to my Toxicroak. Takes it out right there. Body Slam, it wrecks. It wrecks in a lot of matchups. So bring in Wigglytuff, and that is GG's for the first best of 3. Coming into the second best of 3, I lead off with Tropius and leads off with Heracross, which is a very good matchup for us. I'm going to go ahead and farm it down. Look how much damage that Air Slash is doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit it with a Leaf Blade because Mega Horn can still do a lot of neutral damage, and I didn't want to burn a shield here. So I'm going to go ahead and just take it down as quickly as possible. And he brings in Bastiodon, and I'm not going to go ahead and switch out because I don't want to give him the switch advantage. So it's still a decent matchup for us because Leaf Blade can still do neutral damage, just not a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and get off as many Leaf Blades as I can. Get off a second Leaf Blade on that Bastiodon. And he's just farming me down for energy right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get off one. I tried to get off that last Leaf Blade, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my Toxicroak, and I'm gonna go ahead and shield that Flamethrower again. Yep. Then he brings in Mantine, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Probopass. Good position that we're in. So gonna go ahead, like I said before, not gonna shield anything, just because I can farm it up for energy. Gonna go ahead, keep farming. Gonna take another swig of my water. Get off a Rock Slide. But he actually shielded it this time, so I think he probably just wanted to try and last a little bit longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off another Rock Slide. Burn both shields right there. So I'm like, okay, I'm still in a good position because Probopass isn't gonna go down from Mantine. He doesn't have any more shields. And I still have Toxicroak in the back for Bastiodon. So I'm going to go ahead and farm it up for more energy, but he brings back in Bastiodon, so I'm going to go ahead and actually hit it with the Thunderbolt, which will do neutral damage. And I was deciding whether or not I should just try and switch back in here, but I'm actually going to go ahead and shield that Flamethrower and bring back in Toxicroak so I can farm it up for energy. Then he brings back in his Mantine. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with a Sludge Bomb just to finish it off. And that is GG's for match 1 of the second best of 3. So for the second match, he has Bastiodon in the lead, and then I have Tropius again. Not a good matchup for us, but I'm not going to switch out because, like I said, I want to keep the switch advantage. So we're lagging a little bit here, but that's okay. It's okay. Gonna go ahead and get off a Leaf Blade. Get off that Excellent. And basically he's just going to farm me down again because Smackdown does super effective damage to Tropius, but it doesn't take it down too quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and get off another Leaf Blade. He's going to go ahead and actually hit me with a charge move because he wants to take me out a little bit faster. Because if he let me hit him with another Leaf Blade, I would have been able to take it below half health. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Toxicroak. So we're not in a very good position because I lost my Flyer. So I'm pretty sure he has Heracross in the back. So he's going to hit me with a Flamethrower. Going to shield it. Going to farm it down for energy. He still has both shields. He's going to bring in Mantine again. And he likely has Heracross in the back. So I'm going to go ahead, just see if I can build up a little bit more energy. We're lagging here. He lets it go through. So he's going to try and conserve those shields. So I figured he was going to conserve those shields just because he knew that I'd be able to hit his Heracross with those rock slides for neutral damage. So, didn't go ahead, he's going to shield. He actually didn't shield that rock slide. Huh. I forgot about that, sorry. But he's just roaming me down for energy. I thought I could get to the last rock slide, but I didn't under tap. So, I'm going to shield. I'm going to try my best right here. There's not much I can do. He farmed me down for energy, so I'm going to go ahead and just do damage to the Heracross. And then he still has 2 shields on his Mantine, so there's not much I can do here. I'm just going to go ahead, use up that energy, because just building up a lot of energy and not even using it is kind of a waste. So I'm going to go ahead, see what I can do. He has an Aerial Ace ready, and that is GG's for match 2 of the second best of 3. So coming into the last best of 3, I go ahead and lead with Tropius. Again, he leads with Mantine, and this matchup is interesting because I realized that Razor Leaf users and Leaf Blade users and Frenzy Plant users can do a good amount of damage to Mantine because its grass type moves will be neutral damage to Mantine. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off that Leaf Blade. Doesn't shield it, does a decent amount of damage. I'm gonna go ahead and shield this Aerial Ace, but he's farmed up a lot of energy, so he could definitely just be baiting me with this Aerial Ace and then get off an Ice Beam, both of which would do super effective damage. So I'm going to go ahead and get off another Leaf Blade, and he shields it, so he can take out my Tropius. I probably should have switched out right here just to save my Tropius, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can burn that last shield. So building up the energy for Leaf Blade. Go ahead and get it off. He doesn't shield it, and the Mantine is down. So he goes ahead and brings in Bastiodon. So I'm in kind of a precarious position right here because my Tropius is gonna go down, and he likely has Heracross in the back again. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna be able to do here without my Tropius. But my bad, I actually brought in Wigglytuff this time. So, but he brought Tropius here instead. So I was like, crap, there's not much I can do. He did get me with a good flying type. Double flying type strategy right there. So he's gonna shield that. Sludge Bomb. But you see how much damage that Razor Leaf is doing to Wigglytuff. There's not much I can do anymore. So if he had Heracross in the back, I would have been able to take this match. But since he had Tropius and had the double flying strategy, I lost. And he has another one ready. So I'm gonna go ahead. Nothing else I can do but take it. I figured I could try and just take him out with a Mud Bomb because it is low on health, but it does not very effective damage. It's not enough. Should have gone for the Sludge Bomb, but I feel like it wouldn't have mattered because he still had probably a bit of energy on that Bastiodon in the back. So that is GG's for the second best of 3. Coming into the third best of 3. We have a very good lead here. I decided to go with Charizard, and he has Tropius, so he switches out immediately to Mantine, and I'm like, crap, I didn't bring my Probopass or Lantern this time. So I'm going to go ahead and do as much damage as I can, and I think by this point he knows I don't have an electric type. So, or a flying counter. So I'm going to go ahead and get off the Leaf Blades, build up a lot of energy. Get off that Leaf Blade. I missed a bubble there, but that's okay. Got off a great. Should have been an excellent, but that's okay. Got off another Leaf Blade here. And then he just kind of doesn't shield it either, so I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna hold on to this Tropius, because I think it might be able to do more work. So I'm gonna go ahead, take out that Mantine. He brings in Bastiodon, and I figured that he'd actually go ahead and bring Heracross because Heracross is also still a very solid pick. And he figured he probably got confident with his 2 shields on his Bastiodon. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off one more Leaf Blade. Get off that Excellent. He doesn't shield it. Gonna go ahead and bring in my Toxicroak, which was meant for this specific reason. So I don't have any more shields, but I'm gonna go ahead and tank that Flamethrower. Or Stone Edge, sorry. And then he brings back in Tropius, which is gonna do a decent amount of damage because Charizard's still squishy, but I'm not gonna do a lot of damage here because I knew he was gonna shield it. I should have gone for the Dragon Claw instead, just to bait him. But gonna go ahead and get off the Dragon Claw so he shields it again. Got that second shield off. But like I said, Charizard is squishy, so I'm gonna try and get to at least one more charge move. Aerial Ace does a lot of damage. So does Razor Leaf, and my Charizard's gone, but I do have energy on my Toxicroak, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with a Sludge Bomb. Get off an excellent. No, I just got off a great, but it didn't matter because Tropius was low on health anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead. I was hoping he didn't have any more energy for a charge move, and he didn't. So that is GG's for match 1 of the third best of 3. Coming into the second match, I lead with Lantern. He leads with Mantine. A blessed lead matchup. So I'm gonna go ahead. Just go ahead and farm out some more energy. He goes ahead and throws off a charge move. I'm not gonna go ahead and shield it. It's an Aerial Ace. Switches out to Heracross, which I have Charizard for. So I'm gonna go ahead, build up that energy, just go ahead and farm it. Not gonna shield anything that Heracross throws. It's a Mega Horn, not very effective. Gonna go ahead and farm up that energy, keep farming. And then he's gonna bring in Bastiodon? No, he brings back in Mantine. So I'm gonna go ahead and bait him with the Dragon Claw. Didn't work, so I'm gonna go ahead with the Blast Burn. And Blast Burn, despite it not being very effective, still does a lot of damage to a lot of things. So, look, it's already in the red, didn't shield it. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring back in my Lantern to tank whatever Mantine throws. Goes ahead and throws a charge move. I haven't used one shield yet. Goes an Aerial Ace, not very effective. Gonna keep farming for energy. He switches out to Bastiodon, which can do neutral damage to Lantern. So I switch out. Still has both shields, and I still have both shields. I'm just gonna go ahead and farm some energy. Throw off that Mud Bomb for that super effective damage. Doesn't shield it. Brings back in that Mantine, which is super low on health. So at this point, neither of us have used any shields. Throws an Aerial Ace for super effective damage. And I didn't even use any of Lantern's charge moves. GG's for match 2 of the third best of 3. Coming into match 3, we have a perfect lead again. Charizard versus Tropius. So he brings in Mantine. And again, I have Tropius. I'm like, crap. So we're going to go through this again. So I'll go ahead and shield that first Aerial Ace. Or it's an Ice Beam, sorry. So I'm going to go ahead, fill up the energy. Get off my first Leaf Blade. Get off only a Great. Get off a second Leaf Blade. So I'm certain that he has Bastiodon in the back. Or is it Heracross? I can't remember. So he throws off an Aerial Ace. Got rid of the Mantine, but I lost both shields. He still has both shields. So he brought it back in Bastiodon. And I have Toxicroak waiting in the back for that as well. So I'm going to go ahead, hit it with a Leaf Blade. Just going to go ahead and let it farm me down because I don't want to give him the switch advantage. So get off an excellent Leaf Blade. Yep. And my Tropius is going to go down. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Toxicroak. And then he throws off a charge move. I'm shieldless, nothing much I can do here, so no shields, not much I can do. He throws a Stone Edge again, which I'm surprised he didn't throw the Flamethrower, but I'm going to go ahead and farm up for more energy. I go for the Blast Burn again. Don't let it go through because I'm like, crap, I did it again. So he shields it. I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw again. Literally a repeat of the first match. So, gonna go ahead and tank that Aerial Ace. Gonna go and build up more energy. And I still have energy built up on my Toxicroak. Literally, it's weird. It's like almost a complete repeat of the first match. But, yep, gonna go ahead and get off just a great Sludge Bomb. And then farm down that Bastiodon. And that is GG's for the third best of 3. coming into the last best of 3, I lead with Lantern. He leads with Heracross, which is an interesting matchup. Gonna go ahead. Water Gun does a decent amount of damage to that Heracross, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm actually gonna go ahead and shield whatever he throws at me, because I want Lantern to survive. Gonna go ahead and shield that Mega Horn, because Mega Horn can still do a lot of damage to Lantern. Gonna go ahead and hit it with the Thunderbolt. Get off that excellent. He shields it, so I'm gonna go ahead, just try and see if I can beat it down with more water guns, and Heracross goes down. So I'm able to build up to one more Thunderbolt. So I'm gonna wait to see what he brings in. Brings in Bastiodon. I was hoping that I was able to get up to that last Hydro Pump, but I wasn't gonna be able to because SmackDown does neutral damage, and my Lantern would have been able to. Well, it would have been taken out before I was able to get out that Hydro Pump. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my my Bastiodon. He brings in Mantine again. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off a Sludge Bomb. See if I can just take it out faster, but he does have energy built up right now, so I gotta watch out for that. He doesn't shield it, so I'm gonna go ahead, burn my first shield on this wing attack, or aerial ace, sorry. Gonna go ahead, get off a Leaf Blade, and burn his last shield as well, but it's gonna be so close. He's gonna get off an Ice Beam right here. I think he gets off an Ice Beam. Yep. Double super effective, but I'm able to farm it down. Can I get off that? Yep. That was really close. That was really close, but GG's there. That is GG's for match 1 of the last of best of 3. Oh, we're almost through. We're almost through. These the last two matches. We're almost through. So I lead with Wigglytuff. He leads with Bastiodon. Not a good lead matchup. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let him farm me down because I don't want to give him switch advantage. I hate giving up switch advantage. So I'm just gonna go ahead, tank whatever he throws at me. Flamethrower. He could have thrown a Stone Edge, but I figured he just wanted to farm me down for more energy. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a Play Rough. Not very effective. It's gonna farm me down. Then I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my Toxicroak. So we're not in a very good position right here because he still has his 3 Pokemon. I have only 2 left, and I burn 1 shield. Brings in Tropius with Air Slash this time. So I'm gonna go ahead, switch back into my Probopass. Gonna go ahead and let that Leaf Blade go through. I'm just gonna farm up for energy, get off maybe double Rock Slides on this one to get rid of it, because he has 2 shields, and that's not very good for my Probopass. So I'm gonna go ahead, get that Rock Slide. He's gonna shield it, get up to another one. Well, I tried to, but he has that Leaf Blade, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shield that. So I'm gonna go ahead and farm up some more energy, see if I can do 2 Rock Slides in succession. So he shields that one. Gotta go ahead and let this Leaf Blade go through since I'm shieldless. Now I'm pretty low on health here, but he's shieldless as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off a Rock Slide here. Get off that Excellent. It's very close. But he gets to the Leaf Blade. It was very, very close. But I'm able to at least get off some energy, or build up some more energy on farming down that Tropius. What does he have in the back? Mantine. Crap. Now that my flying counter's gone, it's GG's. So, gonna go ahead and get off that Sludge Bomb. I was hoping that I'd get off another one because I was very close, but he gets off an Aerial Ace. Like I said, Mantine gets off those Aerial Aces like. So that is GG's for match 1 of the last of best of 3. Coming into match 2, I lead with Wigglytuff again. He leads it with Mantine, which I wasn't sure about this matchup because Mantine is quick, but Charm does a lot of damage to Mantine as well. So I wasn't going to switch. I wanted to get rid of that Mantine as quickly as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and take that Aerial Ace, but it does a decent amount of damage. So I'm going to go ahead, see if I can just take it down. Gonna shield that aerial ace. And it's gonna be kind of close here. I'm gonna throw out that ice beam. See if I can burn his shield. Doesn't shield it. Mantine goes down. Brings in Bastiodon, so I'm not gonna switch out. Just gonna go ahead and let him farm me down. Then I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my Toxicroak. So basically, this entire thing has been a construction of me bringing Toxicroak, him always bringing Bastiodon. And I could bring Lantern more often. That's what I figured I could do because Lantern can also beat Bastiodon, but I gotta watch out for that Smackdown so that neutral damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a Mud Bomb. Takes it, and he has Heracross, and I'm like, I can't do much here because he has Heracross with 2 shields, and I have only Toxicroak and Probopass. So I only have 1 shield. Gonna get off a Mega Horn. I probably shouldn't have shielded that, but it would have done a little bit of damage to me, enough for Heracross to just farm me down for energy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off a Great Rock Slide. Hopefully build up to another, but not able to. I'm shieldless. Don't have enough energy to get rid of the Heracross, so that is GG's. That is GG's for this match. It's just kind of like, it's kind of a sinking feeling that you get when you know the opponent's won and nothing else you can do, right? So that is GG's for the last best of 3, and thank you guys for watching. Tune in for the next Safari Scrims, which will be up very, very soon. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later, guys.